We are back. Oh, you're muted. Tough break. Feels like me. Jack is now left, so it's just me. Do I have this? Sam does. Here we go. It's just me again. Here we go. Celtics Hawks game 5 tipping off in about 29 minutes. It's TNT tonight, so you'll probably see an on time start. You won't have to wait for that ESPN 15-minute delay that they like to do. But yeah, should be a closeout game. You have Jackin in the chat saying it should be a closeout game, throat stepping time. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. I would like to see the Celtics end the series tonight. I've had enough of watching them play Trae Young and the boys. And that's literally who it's going to be tonight because DeJounte Murray, if you have not heard, is out. He's been suspended. He gave the referee a super cool chest bump after game 4. He wasn't happy with the lack of a whistle. And now he's going to sit there like me, Jack, and the rest of you and watch the game. Jonathan says, since there's no Murray, would you put Smart on Trae? I think you're going to see a lot of switching. I think you're going to see Smart start on Trae, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, you've got 4 guys that can stick with him in the starting lineup, not Horford. Horford has struggled against him quite a bit. We have Lewis in the chat. Fist bump for Lewis. I'm sure Jack will dish it out when he gets back as well. Fist bump for Phil. We have Joe in the chat saying Rob Williams. Rob Williams was excellent in game 4. He had a bunch of rebounds. I want to say 15. We have Andrew in the chat. I will stand my ground where hope can be found. Playoff Jimmy. 3. Giannis 1. What an excellent game that was yesterday. Did you guys watch that Heat game? I am not somebody that gets excited about games that don't involve the Celtics, but I was excited watching that game because it kind of involves the Celtics. But on top of that, seeing Miami come back from 14 down in the fourth quarter was pretty crazy to watch with Jimmy Butler like never missing. And then you have Caleb Martin hitting crazy threes. You had Kevin Harlan on the call, who was excellent. He was fantastic. Paolo just won Rookie of the Year, for those wondering. And, they came back. Bucks slipped. They're down 3-1. Jack and asking in the chat, can the Bucks win 3 in a row? I think they're going to win the next one. So I really feel like it's going to be, how far does this avalanche go? Giannis' back is still hurt, says Andrew. I agree. It's very clear he had the massage gun on his back mid-game. He didn't really look himself down the stretch. He wasn't really super dominant. He was forced into some tough shots and really wasn't able to get the big-time looks he usually likes to get at the rim. He had a couple and ones. Brook Lopez had 36 points. I'd be so mad if Brook Lopez scored 36 points against the Celtics. Landon giving out fist bumps in the chat. I'll give it back. Phil says, Murray waiting for the rest of his Hawks teammates down in Cancun. I'm sure hoping they're all heading there tonight. I would like to see no more games against the Hawks. You have the Sixers waiting in the second round. Should the Celtics win tonight, game 1 will be Saturday. Jack and I will be here, and we'll be streaming before the game. We'll have a pod for you after tonight's game. Hopefully in the morning, we'll have a pod for Saturday. That game will drop Sunday morning. And the man's back. He's back. Pull him up. Hold on. He's back.
I mean, what the fuck?
I thought my stuff was real bad and my devices like to screw with me. But you just got the shaft, my friend.
I joined the stream. I'm sitting in here waiting for Sam, by the way. Sam's stuff was broken. I'm sitting here waiting. Everything fine.
My stuff was not broken. I just had to reset.
Whatever. As soon as we start the stream, my microphone unplugs. My camera disconnects. My keyboard stops connecting to my computer. Yeah. Everything. I'm sitting here like, what is happening? And so I had to reset the whole computer. And as soon as I reset it, everything just magically worked again. No idea what happened.
That's what happens with my earpiece. Is I'll sit here and turn on Spotify, and it'll be like, "Oh, music's not playing." Then I turn it on. I literally hear my computer power on.
Everything shut off except my mouse, so I could still use my mouse. So I don't even know like what the issue was, but whatever. I'm here.
You're wondering who
Sorry
this
about
is.
That.
Who's this guy? Says Landon.
Hello.
Joe says whenever Jack gets mad, I know it's a bad thing.
Thanks, Joe. That's my cousin. Yeah, cool. So yeah, no, I'm good.
Jack's
though.
that excited to see Jack.
My dad texted me. My dad texted me. He goes, "It's just Sam. Where are you?" I said, "Dad, I know it's just Sam. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what's going on."
I did a pretty good job. I was better than the last time. When I was left
could hear
hanging on
you.
the
That's
final
what was
day,
pissing
I
me
had
off.
30 minutes of practice.
That's what was pissing me off. I could hear you through my TV because the audio just started going there, but I couldn't fix it. I couldn't like mute you or anything because nothing was working. So I was just like sitting here like raging at my computer.
That's how I feel all the time.
Yes, but we're back. Jimmy
You heard
J's
me
saying
yesterday
finish
when
this
we were
by the
playing
finish.
Xbox, slamming the desk.
Yeah, well done,
I was
Sam.
furious.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was not happy. I was playing. I played MLB for about 10 minutes today. I got mad because I couldn't hit, and then turned off the Xbox. Yeah, not happening today.
Yeah,
wasn't happening for me. It
Maybe
wasn't
I
even like an
should.
online game. It was a showdown.
Actually,
I
we'll
just couldn't hit
save
anything.
mine for later. Jack has the fresh cut, by the way.
I do. Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. I went to the orthopedic today. They told me it wasn't broken, but unfortunately said could not play basketball for a little bit. But we'll see.
Not great news. And you know what really isn't great is vacuuming during my show.
I can't hear it. I think you're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Paolo Rookie of the Year. Love it. I mean, it's kind of obvious. We knew it was going to happen. Are there any awards that haven't come out that we don't know, like who it's going to be? Like we know Embiid's probably going to win MVP. Is that the last award to be announced?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's Embiid, so it is what
Fake
it is.
award, anyways.
I'm excited. I'm more excited for the All NBA teams than the NBA.
Yeah, because the All NBA teams actually mean something.
Yeah, exactly.
It literally means something to me because if Jaylen Brown doesn't get it, we're going to be like, he's going to leave.
I can't imagine Jaylen Brown won't get it. Like, let me go look at the the predictions right now because the Sheets tracker, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Pull it up.
2020.
Pull it up. We got chat. Jimmy J says he wants to see the bench play the last 8 minutes of this game. I agree. I would like to see a blowout. I'd like to be stress-free. Get your mind onto Philly. Slight concern. Do they come out like morons today, Jack?
No. I think they stomp them. I don't think it's close.
I hope they stomp them. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
Because Murray being out, I could see them being like, we're going to win, and then they come out and get killed. Or at least start slow. Maybe not get killed. I'm not convinced Trae Young can do the killing by himself. He's not getting much help from anybody. John Collins is just hanging out and missing shots. Capella's a cone.
Right now,
yeah, your dad.
It looks like right now it looks like Jaylen Brown would get second team based on voting.
Appropriate.
So he would earn second
better
team
than Randall.
And yeah.
Mr. 7 points. Lennon says I need to get on the mustache show.
Oh, man. I
had something with a mustache that I wanted to talk about. I forget what it was. I don't remember. Trap game. I don't think it's a trap game. This is like, especially now that arguably the best player in the series is suspended. Even if the Hawks play their very best and the Celtics play their very worst, it would at least be a close game, put it that way. And I don't think the Celtics are going to mess around, to be honest. Anyone is better than Randall. I sure hope not. Yeah, anyone is better than Randall, except for Mobley or Bam.
This is also true. I mean, considering what else is going on in the Eastern Conference, Celtics can't really afford to mess around. You got to win this game, get onto the second round as soon as you can, try to get Embiid before he's fully healthy. That's my thing.
Yeah, I was on this when they lost Game 3. I was like, nonsense. I can't believe they just lost this game and gave Philly a little extra time and kind of simultaneously screwed me over. How so? But Embiid, not great news for Embiid today, Jack. I think I sent it to you guys. He has a sprained LCL.
Yeah,
when he comes back to play, he is going to be in pain, they say, and he's going to wear a brace.
Tough.
So Celtics might be catching a break, or we're all getting our legs pulled. I kind of think we're getting our legs pulled a little bit.
What's your stance on that?
I'm not buying it.
What's your stance on the whole injury thing? Like, would you rather the Celtics play an injured thing and maybe have an easier time, or would you rather everybody see healthy, you see a series and see what the Celtics
What do you think?
I don't know.
What kind of question is that? Do you know who you're talking to?
Fine.
Dude,
fair enough.
Roll out the church league team, dude, and call them the Bucks. I don't care. Give me the banner.
You don't care? People are saying...
No, I don't care. Mickey Mouse, I don't care. Give me the title. I've been waiting forever for a title. You should have won last year. Bums, get out there and beat up all these guys. I don't care who's hurt. Roll them. Embiid's half speed. Put him in the pick and roll. I don't care.
Very weird that even weirder could be shaping up to be a Heat Knicks second round on the other side. That was, I think, the opposite of what most people predicted, right?
Yeah, I talked a little bit about Jimmy where you were in the abyss, but you can go ahead.
I mean, what else is there to say? Like, Sam, I know before the playoffs started, even you were talking about, like, I'm super excited to watch these playoffs. And
I did. I know you. My word, I watched it.
I know. And I know you're, like, not usually a guy who watches many other teams of the Celtics historically. Right. And so for you to say that, it says a lot about how good these playoffs were supposed to be. They've been even better than that. These playoffs has been amazing. And Jimmy Butler yesterday, I remember when Joel Embiid put up like 52 points on the Celtics, and we were like, that might have been one of the greatest offensive games I've seen. That was like me witnessing, personally watching the game. Obviously, there's plenty of, games that I've missed, games with Jordan, games with, whoever you want to talk about. Me watching, that was up there as like a top 5 performance I've ever personally witnessed in my life. That was ridiculous what Jimmy Butler was able to do.
Yeah, I was sitting there in my living room giggling with my dad.
Right? It was crazy.
I was like, I can't believe like they're melting like this. Well, I texted you. I was like, I'm so happy like the Celtics aren't the only team that do this.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no, it was crazy.
It was nice to see somebody else absolutely just fall on their face after being up 14 in the fourth. Jimmy Butler comes out of not really out of nowhere. He had 22 in the first, and then he got a little tired halfway through the game, and he came on the fourth.
I wonder why.
Lit everybody on fire. Caleb Martin made some wild shots that I'd be mad as hell if he made against the Celtics. And Caleb Martin's powered through.
Good. Caleb Martin's averaging 47% from deep this playoffs, averaging 14
And then
points.
You had Beijing Bam out there getting the A on the group project, and Fat Lowry, who
I will say
in the first quarter, Butler had like 11 straight points, and then Butler pulled up from 3 and airballed. He was like, it's my turn.
Lowry,
my bad.
Mm-hmm. I will say, as much as Bam was not good on offense, he did have a couple big defensive stops.
Big stop on Giannis.
On Giannis. Those were clutch. But Lowry came up huge. Lowry came up huge there. Giannis trying to call a timeout. Lowry being an irritant, just like swiping the ball away. The Bucks they collapsed.
MVP of the game might have been Kevin Harlan. He sounded like he might die. Yeah. He was losing his mind. Great. And thank God Brian Anderson wasn't on that call, because that moment would have been absolutely stepped on, not as good as it was. If you go back and listen to the highlights, that is crazy work from Kevin Harlan.
Yeah, he went
nuts when they stole the ball, and then Butler dunked it. They got a lead. Yeah. They got a lead. He was going crazy.
And then when Jimmy made those 2 threes on back-to-back possessions.
Oh, the second 3 is crazy.
Oh my God. That might have been the best game of non-Celtics basketball I've watched in a long time. Like that ruled. That was awesome.
I can't wait for game 5. I'm heated. It's at 9:30 tomorrow because I don't want to have to stay up for it. So I'll probably watch it, dip my toes in, see what it's feeling like, and if it's going to be close, I'll watch.
The NBA sold tomorrow. They got Knicks Cavs at 7, Lakers Grizzlies at 7:30. You got to watch both at the same time. And then late night, they have Heat Bucks at 9:30, Warriors Kings at 10. You have to watch both. Like, what are you doing with the scheduling? NBA, come on.
Yeah. Well, you know what you should have did is just put one of the games today.
Exactly.
Because none of these games say nobody cares. Like,
why wasn't Warriors Kings
out.
Today?
Everyone should take care of business.
That's my thing. Why wasn't Warriors Kings today? It's not like they had a huge commute going back to
they're real tired.
Hour and a half
travel,
drive,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and tonight's not a complete dud. I'm interested to see what the Clippers can do because they have at least shown some fight, right? I think the Suns will win, but at least those games are somewhat entertaining. Like they've got some points of interest.
They're right on
like
the bubble of like, do you care? Do you not care? Because just close enough, but it never looks close when you look at the box score or the final, and you're just like, why was everyone gassing this game up? Like it wasn't even close.
I'm still sticking to my Warriors Kings prediction though. I think the home team wins every game.
Well, Fox is going to play.
Yep.
That's why I think the Kings yesterday. I was heated when that news dropped. I was like, man, I'm like that piece of shit neutral that's like, I want this to go 7.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
See, you understand it now,
both
though.
sets
You
of
get it.
fans should just come and beat the shit out of me for saying that.
But you get it, though. But you get it.
I mean, I
now.
do get it. It's exciting, even though they haven't. Well, never mind. I was about to say they haven't played a good game. That game 4 was awesome. But that Memphis series is cooked. Memphis should be ashamed. Cavs should be ashamed.
That was a good game last night, though. Did you watch that game?
I didn't know. I had to get up.
It was
today.
a good game. Like, it was a really good game.
Yeah,
and I know you
from
don't
what I
like
understand,
Lakers,
they
but
choked.
yeah, the Lakers came up with some big
Memphis is
plays.
cooked.
D'Angelo Russell
Dylan
made
Brooks
some
is
threes.
fake.
Oh, it's good.
Ja, even though he had a bunch of points in Game 3, he's fake as far as I'm concerned.
Sam, what's your take here? Jimmy
Warriors will beat Lakers. I think they will.
Joe says Lakers are so much better than the Warriors.
No, I think, well, one, the Warriors will have 4 home games if the two teams play, so you have to keep that in mind. 2, I think all of those guys on the Warriors will have a little extra pep in their step playing against LeBron because they played him in the finals so many times. But same thing goes the other way. It's a rivalry.
I don't know. Like, I think LeBron fears Curry. I think that's foolish. I don't think LeBron gives a shit. I
think LeBron's old.
Sure. I think the Lakers defense is a lot better than the Warriors defense, but I think the Warriors offense is better than, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Warriors
think
offense is worlds better than Memphis. The amount of versatile options Golden State
that's also
has,
true, but I just think,
I mean,
Golden State or the Lakers
are in these games in Memphis. Let's call a spade a spade.
No. I'm not even just talking about the series. Their defense has been great since the trade deadline. Like, they've been a good defense.
Well, I'm saying, listen, I don't know. Golden State's world's better than Memphis to me. Just because I don't think the team this year, like the sample size this year is not great. Those guys have played together forever. They have a chemistry. I don't think they're fake. Like,
this Warriors
if
team
there's
doesn't
any
impress me
team
as
that's
much.
not fake, it's them. They have
Like,
fake
I get
qualities.
it.
They can't play on the road, but they're not going to have to play 4 road games. They only have to play 3. So even if they only win at home, they'll win.
I get it, but if we're having this conversation like 4 days ago, the Warriors are down 2-0. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they're killing.
Then they won
the
without
games.
Draymond.
Yeah, both at home. And I understand what you're saying. They'll have 4 home games in the Lakers series. I just don't think they're that much better than
And both teams.
I think it's very
Warriors
even.
series could easily be up 3-1. Both of them, because Wiggins had the same chance Barnes had in Game 1.
Yeah, no, it's a close series, but I don't think they're that much better than the Lakers, and I do think the Lakers are much better than a 7 seed. I'll put it that way.
Well, I think
with this current roster,
everyone gave them a free team, so they should have to miss the playoffs. It should be like when kids transfer in high school and they all like join a team. They should have to sit out half the season. Yeah, because they just got everyone was like, "Yeah, we're gonna help the Lakers. Here's all these free guys. Take them." Hachimura, nothing.
What do you think of this?
Rules like Steven Silas.
Cool.
Think he was bullied in Houston for no reason. Those kids broke his spirit.
He's a good coach.
And if he wants to come join the Celtics staff, fine with me.
Yeah,
he was
so very, very cool.
Houston. I remember I watched one of his pressers.
Very tough.
Like, this guy just like wants to like put a fork in the wall.
Very tough. Warriors didn't have Wiggins for 2.5 months. They were also 500 for the entire season, even with Wiggins. They were always a
with Wiggins team. Like they weren't much better without Curry. Like the splits aren't that different.
The Warriors
they
are good,
deal with
and
a ton of stuff, but the splits when they were dealing with stuff is not that much different than what they had when healthy.
They're capable of winning in the playoffs, right? Like I'm not going to sit here and say they're not good, but they're not as good as last year, and like they're just not. And I think that's what a lot of people, especially Celtics fans, obviously, are thinking of. I think it is. I think whoever wins Suns Nuggets will probably win the West. If I had to place a bet now.
Well, I hope so. The way this first round is going, I'll take that safe bet of not having the Lakers make the finals.
Who would you most like to play for the Celtics in the finals? Out of
I could pick a team,
let's say Lakers, Warriors, Suns, Nuggets, Kings. Those 5, because those are probably most likely.
The Suns have no depth.
But yeah, but
the Suns are going to get rolled by.
You think so?
I think the Nuggets are fake, but the Suns have like nobody. Durant and Booker are playing like 45 minutes a game. Chris Paul is only so good, and he has to play all this time because Campaign's not playing.
Okay. See, I'm nervous because on paper, with the way things are shaping up, like the Celtics should be far and away the favorites to win the championship. And that
I'm ready for them to screw it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if the
Bucks, I'm telling you, I said it before in chat. You might get mad. I said on the pod, like this feels like the year they screw up against Philly. Even though I think everything logically points to them beating the piss out of Philly, But I'm just like, it just feels like it's time. Like if they've killed Philly for so long, it feels like they have like the trophy in their hands. Like all they have to
Pressure,
do is not
yes.
screw up, and the pressure's on them now. Like it
Mhm.
feels like 2004 Yankees. Like that's what it feels like to me.
And as much as they lost a game to the Hawks, and some people are like, "How can you like?" These are NBA teams, right?
Well,
Like
how can you
losing one
lose to the
game,
Hawks? I mean, I was red
whatever.
hot that day.
Losing one game isn't the end of the world. And I'm not going to sit here and say, like, even without Embiid, like James Harden's enough to win them a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the Celtics are going to sweep
Is
the
he?
Sixers. Yeah,
He's coming off
especially
like
with
a Achilles, right? And he's been kind of
especially
trash.
with
He had
Tyrese
one good
Maxey, with Tobias
game.
Harris. My point is, I like expecting the Celtics to sweep their way through the rest of the East, even if the Bucks go down round one. Like that's just not a realistic thing,
The
right? Like,
Celtics roll through the East should be like the video of the guy at the barbecue that goes around slapping everyone.
but like. I'm not expecting them to sweep everybody, right? There could be a 5-game series, even a 6-game series in there. The point is the Celtics are I thought even with Giannis and everybody healthy, the Celtics had a really good chance to get through, especially with how well they played them. If those teams aren't healthy, the only thing that scares me is what I witnessed last night because Jimmy Butler is not a fan. I don't love
Even
that.
then, I feel like that
I
team's
know.
not deep enough.
I agree. I think the Celtics would be able to
Like
win.
he went
But
berserk, had the best
yes,
performance perhaps in Heat history. I know people are saying the LeBron game, which is very fair. And like
imagine.
they barely won. And Jimmy was a Sixer at one point. Wild.
Imagine. Imagine if he was still there. Imagine they ditched Tobias Harris, re-signed Jimmy, had
Yeah, they
Harden,
probably would have won
Jimmy, and
already.
Embiid. I think they probably would
They
have
would have
won a
won in the
title.
bubble.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler's good, man. Like I know we talk about all the time, like, oh, that's way too much money. And then this time comes around, and you're like, God damn, this guy's
Well,
ridiculous.
I was right about Bam
Yeah, there we
when
go.
I
There we
said
go.
he's a bum.
There we go.
All right. You want to be right when you make your pick. Take the playoff pregame pick presented by Smash the Odds at Smash Odds on Twitter. Follow them for daily free picks. You're getting MLB picks. You're getting NBA playoff picks. It's all there. It's all happening right now. Make sure you make yourself some money. Tonight's pick is Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. The man has been absolutely balling out this series. I know last game he didn't hit this mark, but before that he was averaging 7 assists a game. He's probably still above 5.5. He's been balling out. He looks like the guy that all the fans wanted him to be. Came back off that ankle injury, wasn't looking great, but now he's shooting efficiently. He's making good decisions. He's playing defense, making hustle plays, and passing the rock like it's nobody's business. So I think this is a good pick.
Yep. Give me Jaylen Brown over 26.5 points. I think he's in for another heater. He was really, really good in game 4. I think he brings it back again in this one. Al Horford over 1.5 threes. Also, don't hate that. I mean, he didn't
due.
have a huge offensive role, but like, yeah, he's due.
They got Blake
First all
threes.
game. No, they don't have Blake threes.
Oh,
Celtics are
it would probably be like plus 800 for one.
Yeah. Celtics are 13-point favorites in this one though, so the money's on them. People are looking at them to take the win. But
dude, roll these guys. 48 minutes of celebration. Feels like game 6 of the conference finals. That's what it feels like, except I really expect them to win. It's not a monumental stepping stone if they do. Just take care of business and go out there and beat the piss out of Trae Young and the boys.
I think this is the first time I'm more excited for non-Celtics games because I'm more excited to watch basketball tomorrow than I am tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I actually really agree. I'll be excited when the Celtics are playing a real series, but I don't care about this. Like
exactly. I want to. You know what I want to watch? I want to watch Knicks.
I want to watch Game 5 of.
I want to watch
care about Knicks.
Bucks.
That's cooked
Bucks.
Too.
Bucks Heat. I want to watch Warriors Kings. I want to watch, like, you know what I'm saying. I want to watch Lakers Grizzlies. Tomorrow is absolutely stacked. Even Clippers Suns later. I'm more excited than the Celtics game. This Celtics game just doesn't really like.
No, I don't care about any of the games tonight.
I don't know, man. We shall see.
Well, I
Phil
care
with
about
this
this one,
123. Of course. Well, yeah. Exactly. Oh man.
Lane says Bam needs to get it together. Beijing Bam.
I kind of hope the Nuggets lose again tonight, just for fun. Give me the intrigue. I don't really care. The Nuggets. They're not gonna, but I just kind of want to see them lose. Why not?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
They already sold game 4. Sell game 5 too. See ya. Send them out of here, bozos. Imagine they get all the way come back 3-3 series. Oh, that'd be great.
That would be wild.
That'd be
You have
nuts.
a lot of wild stuff happening in this playoffs. You have a million suspensions, a million
There we go. Sam and I's equipment today is not working very well. The microphones are selling everything. Oh, no mute anymore. Hello, hello. Oh, nope, still muted. Joe says the Nuggets are fake. The Nuggets were the best team in the West this year. Nikola Jokic is having a phenomenal season. Before their Game 4 loss, they were stomping the Wolves. I don't think the Nuggets are fake at all. I think they're really good. I picked them to come out of the West at the start.
Congrats, you're beating up on Anthony Edwards and a bunch of bums.
You could say that about the Celtics too, though. It's just because they're the best team. Of course, they're going to have a shitty first-round opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the Celtics are doing exactly what they should do. So are the Nuggets.
Exactly.
But
So are the Nuggets.
You're not going to sell me on the Nuggets that I haven't done anything.
They've gone just, yeah, sure. They've been to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, fake bubble.
Whatever. What was I just saying?
Also, they lost to a team that they shouldn't, or they should have put up a better fight against that Lakers team. I really don't think the bubble Lakers were that good.
What was I asking you before you got muted?
I was talking about all the crazy suspensions and non-suspensions and the debate about all should this guy get suspended? Should this guy not? All the nut kicking, hitting. I mean, 3 nut shots.
There was one last night
a couple days. There was one last night.
Jaren Jackson nut shot. It was Dennis Schroeder. That was unintentional.
This is starting to get annoying. Actually punch each other.
There was no flagrant though. It wasn't. It was just a personal foul. It was unintentional, but it was curious what was happening. Clippers getting ready for a blow up this summer? I don't think so.
I don't really think they can blow it up. Their hands are tied. They just extended Kawhi.
Steve Ballmer's too rich. He's just gonna
also Ballmer's fire.
Yeah, he's just gonna pay whatever he needs to.
No, they would not have.
Bubble Celtics would have got killed by Bubble.
They would not have. I'm telling you right now, the Celtics played the Lakers really good in that season. They killed them at the Garden, and then they had a really tight loss in LA.
I was looking. I forget the Twitter user who tweeted this. Let me find it real quick.
What is it?
It was shoot. He said something along the lines of,
Ben says you got to wear a cup to the NBA these days.
Brad Stevens really, he really did as well as he did with the bench that he had. Imagine if Brad Stevens had Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Grant Williams, this version off the bench, Sam Hauser, right? Dude was chilling, getting to conference finals with Brad Wanamaker, Shem Ojale, and Romeo Langford. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
As much as the bubble Celtics
with those teams he had, and people love to be like he sucked. It's he didn't suck.
No, look at that bubble roster and them getting to the conference finals versus this roster. Worlds different, right? That
they
bubble
were still
roster,
a good team.
They were good, but
season.
They were starting Daniel Tice. They had Gordon Hayward, who was hurt. They had Kemba Walker, who was still good, but you could see he was on the decline. They had the Jays, obviously, and they had Rob on and off. They didn't have Al Horford. Exactly. Didn't have Al Horford. Didn't have Malcolm Brogdon. Didn't have Derek White. Didn't have this version of Grant Williams. Didn't have Sam Hauser. Didn't have all these backup centers. You know what I'm saying? Crazy difference.
Jonathan asking you would have guarded AD. They would have did it by committee.
Yeah, Daniel Tice would have gotten in there for a little bit. Marcus Smart could have played the help defense.
Would have been.
I think they would have been fun.
I think they would have been fine too. They played them well. They played them well that season.
And you have to remember, they only beat and again, I hate this sort of dialogue because if you win the championship, you win it. Like you just said, you take it. But it took them 6 games to beat that Heat team with Goran Dragic hurt and Bam Adebayo hurt. I don't know. Joe, I'm sorry. I hate to break your D Rose dreams, but that's not happening, buddy. This ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna be here.
Lynn says Jays weren't close to this good in the bubble. Tatum was pretty good. He wasn't this good, but he was getting there.
Tatum was all NBA, wasn't he? Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. I mean, it means he was at a high level, but it doesn't mean he's where he is now.
No, I know. I'm just saying, he was good. He would. Let's not act like he wasn't.
He killed teams in that playoffs.
I don't get the obviously he's not AD, but I don't get the Tice hate, man. He was real good.
Tice was okay in that playoffs. He wasn't that bad. He was bad his second, or not bad. I don't even think he was bad in the second stint. He was just the third big guy. What do you want out of him?
In that bubble, he averaged 9 points, 7 rebounds, a block and a half, or 1.2 block. He was fine. Obviously he's not Al Horford, and we're spoiled now because we have Allen Robb. But Tice was fine those years. I don't get. I've never gotten the Tice hate personally. He was fine. He's fine for what he was. Good luck. Thank you, Andrew. All right, we can wrap up there. Anything else you want to talk about?
No. We'll be here after the game, not live, but we'll be in your inbox in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Like Sam said, new pod will be out tomorrow at 5 a.m. so you can check it out. Leave us a like there. Leave us a like here. We appreciate it very much. Check us out on our socials, our Twitters. Those are below our faces. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and Facebook at How About Them C's or How About Them Celtics podcast. Subscribe to this channel. We greatly appreciate it. Help us get up towards 1,000. We got a while to go. And yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. We will see you tomorrow when you're in your YouTube inbox, and we will see you guys hopefully Saturday for another pregame show, but we'll see. And there'll be another pod in between them there too, so keep an eye out on the YouTube. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll catch you later. Peace.